I'm Kristen, and today I want to kind of go over a recent Erin Condren haul for you. It's not a huge haul, but it's some newer things that I got. So if you are interested in seeing what I got from Erin Condren recently, then please make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be right back. First thing I want to bring up is the shipping box that this came in. So one of my orders came in this pink box, and I have never gotten a pink box before, and so I'm just like amused by that. And I want to know, have you ever gotten a pink box before? Because normally when I get a box this size, it's the yellow one, and I have a ton of these yellow ones. I've never gotten a pink one. I didn't know they even had pink ones. Is this new, or am I just never got one before? I have like 5 or 6 of these, and this is the first pink one I've ever gotten. So I'm just, I don't know, I'm just curious, is that a new thing, or is it just like random? Also, do you keep your Erin Condren boxes or any of your shipping boxes that are cute? I have a closet full. It's embarrassing. Yeah, it's super embarrassing. I should show you what my closet looks like with all the boxes in it, but I'm also kind of panicking at the thought of that, so that's probably not going to happen. Anyhow, let me get into what I got here. So I recently got these acrylic desk organizers. The last time they had like a sale, I went ahead and just like paired the sale with the accessories discount and a coupon that I had, and then these were in stock, so I finally got them. This is just like the caddy organizer, I guess. It's smaller than I thought it would be, but I mean, that's nobody's fault but my own, because I didn't pay attention to the dimensions, I guess, or I just couldn't visualize it. But I just keep some things here, and this goes like on my sideboard in my office and not like on my actual desk, but it's things that I reach for frequently enough that it's easier to get them out of here than it is to like completely move away from my desk and open like the big drawer that I would normally keep this kind of stuff in. It's hard to explain, but I have like an old like big metal vintage desk, and I have to open the drawer, I have to like move really far away from it. Anyway, so I just have like a single hole punch and some scissors, pencils, some washi cards in here that I got from like swaps and things for washi that I want to remember to use. Some stencils. I do not use this alphabet stencil, but I do every now and then pull this one out if I'm making a bunch of boxes and I want them to look nice. Let me see if I can't get that focused. It doesn't want to focus, but anyhow, that's what that's for. And then just the cute little compliment cards you get with your planner orders. I like these. I don't know what to do with them. Sometimes I display them, and I don't know, they're just nice to look at every now and then, and just pretty stuff, you know? So let's move that out of the way and move on to this. Here I've got the small organizer. I didn't want to take all my pens out to show you, but I just keep them in here. These are some pens I don't really recommend, but I'll link them so you can see what they are. They look good, like aesthetically. They're pretty, but they don't write very well. I did a reel. I did like a pen test on a reel, and some of them are pretty terrible. These are just some Erin Condren highlighters, Erin Condren, the Focused chisel tip markers. I love these. I wish they came out with more colors in these. And then just some pens that colored G2 pens, and then this Ink Joy. I love this color of Ink Joy. It's like the best. Let's see. Also, we've got the medium, I think it's called. So this is the same concept. It's got like a pen side on it. It's a little bit bigger, the section for pens here. It's about 1 inch wider than the small one. That is not an exact measurement. That was just an eyeball measurement. And then I just keep some other pens in here that I have like larger quantities of, like super tips and the ultra fine tip Sharpies. Also, I don't ever use these. I just like them just in case I want them. And every time I try to use these, I don't know, I don't care for them. But that's not what this video is about. Let's stay on topic here. And then just some other pens I want to reach for. And then it's got like a spot here for for like notebooks or little, you can put sticker albums in here. They fit perfectly. I just have like, this is a Erin Condren Petite planner that I haven't unwrapped yet. So that's in there. And then I've got the Moxie Life quarterly goal setting notebooks. These are some May Designs notebooks, and these are the mini notebooks from Simplified. So they all fit in there pretty perfectly, and that kind of gives you an idea of how many you can fit. All right, so let me move these out of the way and we will get to the planners that I got. So the first one I want to talk about, this is the Softbound, what is this called? An academic planner, the academic planner. So this is in the Focused version, and it's camel color. It's like a nice vegan leather notebook, and I got my son's initials. Why aren't we, I don't know why I'm not able to focus. I must have accidentally knocked around a setting on my camera. But anyway, my son's initials are embossed here, debossed into the front cover, because this is for him. He's starting middle school, and I just want to get him set up with a great planner. And of course I'm going to go with something I am familiar with, Erin Condren. So this is such a nice planner. It's the Focused version, and so it's like got only the like structured information you need and no like decoration or anything. I did show him the Star Wars version, and he thought it was cool, but he didn't want it. So you know, it's just your standard academic horizontal layout. I love this little to-do list. We're going to sit down and kind of talk about some strategies on how to use this, just to help him, because he's up to this point, he's really only been using like a to-do list and like a monthly wall calendar. And he uses his phone to like set reminders to himself. But we're going to talk about some strategies about how to use this effectively that will work for him. So you've got your class schedule, which is nice. I like that it's like right at the front, so you don't have to kind of dig around for it. And then you've got the horizontal layout with the to-do lists. Weekends are smaller because typically you're not going to have a lot of school-related things on the weekends. And then you've got at the beginning of each month, you've got like a notes section, and then like a monthly goals and events. And then you've got like your projects and exams. And so on here, there's 4 sections, and then it just goes directly into the weekly pages. So this is interesting because there are only 4, but he's going to have 8 classes. So I don't know. We're going to have to see what his like coursework is like to see what is probably the most important thing he needs to list there, but that'll just take some trial and error. And there's also, wait, so I'm confused about something, hold on. So okay, that's what I'm confused about. So before you get to the monthly spread, you have notes pages and dates to remember for the month. And then you have the monthly spread with a notes sidebar. And then you have more notes space and like goals and events and stuff. So he could list some things here as well if there's not enough room here. If you have the coiled version, they do have this on a dashboard. But we went with the A5 Softbound because for just ease of getting in and out of a backpack. I feel like these big coils, it would just get in the way. And I didn't want him to like have a giant, it's also much lighter, and he's gonna have a laptop in his backpack, so we're trying to cut down on the weight. So yeah, that's it. It just goes all the way through July of the following year, and then there's a bunch of notes pages, and then some forward planning for 2024. And that's it. It's really nice. It's got 2 bookmarks. We have lost one, lost the tail of one in here. 2 bookmarks, different colors, so that he can say, okay, this is today and this is the month or whatever. There are no tabs on it. If he decides he wants some tabs, we will figure out a solution, whether it's buying the ones from Erin Condren or just doing our own with like those little Post-it tabs. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But right now, the bookmark thing probably is fine. So I also got him these no school stickers from Orange Umbrella Co. so that he can go and put the no school on all the days, and they do fit in these monthly boxes just fine. So that's probably the best part about school for him, is the days where he doesn't have school. So I thought that would be just something to help him be a little bit excited about using his planner. So the next thing I got is this. This is the Family Organizer book. This is new, they just came out with this. This is the first time since like 2015 that I have gotten a personalized cover. And I like it. I'm not gonna do, I prefer no personalization just because that's kind of how I am. But I just thought for a family book that it would be nice to have this cover on there. This is like a newer cover. It's got the harmony neutral like motif in the background. You can pick whether you want your pictures to be in like black and white or in color. I chose black and white because I thought it went well with the graphic design choice that they did here with the like black initial and everything. One thing that I am kind of griping about is how close the initial gets to the bottom of like this photo. I don't know, it just looks cramped. It doesn't look that great. I'm not mad about it. It's just, I feel like that could have been just shifted slightly down. There's plenty of room. And maybe it's because my letter is a tall letter, but I don't know. I mean, there are tall letters, so your design should factor that in, that if it doesn't fit, then maybe the whole design section should be moved down. I don't know, I'm rambling about that, but all in all, I like it. What I do also like about like this color scheme is that it matches this black pocket in the back, because the black pocket doesn't really make sense to me for like a design choice, because they do have harmony neutral pockets. I have a harmony neutral, oh, it's in the other room, and it matches like the harmony design, right? And so I'm wondering if that was a deliberate design choice or if it just had something to do with like supplies, because we know that everybody is experiencing supply issues, but on some people's books that I'm noticing, they're not getting like this cover, they're picking whatever cover they want, and if it's like one of those bright and colorful covers, it just doesn't seem to go. It's not very cohesive with the whole design, but that's part of the reason I chose this cover, other than it's just super cute. Anyway, that's enough talk about the cover. Let's look inside. So you've got the plain vellum, you've got the title page where you can list your family's names, then a notes page on the back of that. So normally in your planner, if you're familiar with Erin Condren planners, you have your title page, and then on the back of that you have like your 12 boxes, or this is a daily duo, so there's only 6, and you have all the front matter. Well, this is not a daily duo. This page came from a daily duo. Okay, we're not going to talk about my Franken-planned thing because that's just going to confuse you. But the point is, there's front matter before you get into like your planner stuff, right? There's like your year at a glance and whatnot. Well, in the Family Organizer book, it goes directly from your name page, you get a notes page on the back, and then you go directly into the month. There's no front matter. Okay, so I went and grabbed a harmony neutral book to compare the difference between the LifePlanner and the Family Organizer book. Don't pay attention to these tabs. This is something that I Franken-planned together. It's got old things from the Just My Type, and it's also got harmony neutral in it. Just ignore that, but let's just focus on this. So this is the August LifePlanner tab divider page, and this is the Family Organizer book page, and you can see that we have a slightly different color scheme on the printed part, but the tab color is the same. There's also a difference in the quote on the page where the Life Planner says, "A goal without a plan is just a wish," but the Family Organizer book says, "Little memories last a lifetime." And you're gonna have differences like that throughout, not only in the color of the tabs. Here, let me try this, make it easier. The color of, not the tabs are the same color. Ooh, maybe they're slightly different. I don't know, that's hard for me to decide. But really the printed is different, slightly. And so that kind of brings me to my next point, is I ordered some stickers to go with my Family Organizer book using my Harmony Neutral book kind of as a guide for the colors. And so you can see, I thought the August was gonna match the August in the Life Planner, and so I kind of picked like a pink that was closer to that, and it turns out it's not as matching, but we're gonna go into that in a little bit. I just wanted to show you the difference here. So the monthly page is the same. There's nothing different about it. I'm sure it's literally the same print file, and it's not a different color as the way this is. Okay, so you have your monthly spread, and you go into like this recurring schedule thing. You've got a bunch of different like structured places to add whatever you want. I'm gonna come back to this in a second because there's something important about that. You've got a section for a spread for like school. So anything you want to write down about school, there's a spot for dates to remember, for, maybe exams or days that you have to make sure you're there at a certain time, or just, holidays or whatever. And then memories or milestones relating to school. I see this as a 2-page spread. I think on some of the reviews of this book that I've seen, people are confused why there's different spots for memories and milestones. But I think they're looking at it in each page at a time instead of as like a whole spread. So I see this page as going with this page, right, for school. And then when you flip the page, you've got the extracurriculars, and then things that have to do with that. So for school, this might be, academic achievement, or even like anything that has to do with that, right? Anything when you're physically at school, and like homework and milestones related to that. Well, this page is extracurricular, so maybe it's like whatever team they're on, or the clubs that they're in, or even if it has nothing to do with school, it could be like if you're on like a traveling baseball team or competition gymnastics team or something. Like that's what this spread is for. So you've got the achievements and memories that are related to that, and not necessarily school, if that makes sense. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blank line notes pages, and then you just kind of have like a general memories page. So it says the days are long but the years are short, favorites this month, funniest thing said, best memory from this month, and a special moment I'll remember forever, and then just more memories or milestones, and then another blank page before you get into the next month. So I feel like as long as you're looking at this as a spread, it's not as confusing as to why there are all these different sections for memories and milestones. I think it's breaking it up into different categories. So I said I wanted to go back to this. So this is a habit tracking and a task tracking section. And the thing that confused me the most about this is that it's just got like a habit tracker with Monday through Sunday on it, but this is technically like a monthly planner. You don't have it broken down into weeks, and so this is the only section for habit tracking for the whole month, but it only has a week's worth of tracking. I thought long and hard about this, and I don't think that's the intended use of this section. So you have like a line here, and then your dots for each day of the week. And so when you typically think of a habit tracker, it will have that where you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 habits, so 1 for each line, and then you have your corresponding week that you would check them off. Since this is a monthly planner, I think that this section is meant for one habit for the month. And this is instead of breaking this into like a week, you need to use this as a full month, like as a month grid. So for August, August conveniently starts on a Monday. And so this would be August 1st. Let me try to point using something here. This would be August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and then August 8th again. I marked on this, I gotta erase that. So instead of this being a week, you got to look at it as the whole month. And they have 6 here because sometimes, like if your month is like a 31-day month and it starts on a Sunday, you might go off into, you know, the last 6th week. So I think basically instead of using each line as a different habit, you pick one as a family or a household that you want to focus on, and you write it there, and like as a paragraph, right? It's like a single statement. Maybe you could put what the habit is and why it's important. But that to me makes a lot more sense than using it for 6 different habits and then only having a week's worth of habit tracking. Does that make sense? So you have it for habit tracking and task tracking. And I'm going to get into this more. One of my videos upcoming, I'm going to actually set this up and I will like show you how I'm using it. But I think when you sit down with your family and come up with some goals, you can figure out what habits and what tasks have to do with that goal or a goal, and then you can fill them in here as like 2 overarching things. So you're tracking a month's worth of habits and a month's worth of a task. So your habit might be like, we make sure to do the dishes on a daily basis. That's, you know, emptying the dishwasher in the morning and putting the dishes away, washing the dishes after dinner time, washing the dishes as you go throughout the day. That way it helps everyone in the family, can help keep the house clean that way. And that could be like a habit you want to build, right? And then the task tracking could just be like, did the dog get walked every single day or something? I don't know. You'd have to decide what is a habit and what is a task and what that means to you and your family. But I just thought that it was something that, as I was kind of figuring out how I wanted to use this book, that makes more sense to me than trying to list out 6 different tasks or habits and then only having a week worth of tracking. So anyhow, that is how this book works. And then you have at the end of July, you just have your Heritage and Awareness observances, and you have the 2024 year at a glance. And then you go into the sticker sheets, and if you've watched reviews of this, you will know that these are some awesome new like stickers. There's dots and there's just regular like event labels. Mine has like a mess up in the printing here. You can see that line right here. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's not on any of them except this color. If I contact customer service and tell them about this line, they're gonna probably send me a whole new planner. And I don't want them to do that. The more they have to do that kind of thing, the more expensive planners are gonna get for everybody. Really, it's not that big of a deal. These stickers are still usable, and I'm not so worried about that little line showing that it's not going to ruin my planner, right? So I'm not going to complain or tell them about that, but that is something that I noticed. And that's it. And you get to the end, the back cover. You've got the little little punch outs from the cover there that are always in there, and then that's it. The back cover looks like this, simple. And that's it. And then so what I did, I also ordered these stickers. I've been using these Erin Condren customizable stickers a lot lately, and I don't know, I really like them. They're more cost effective than ordering custom stickers from a shop if you don't need a full sheet. If you just need like one-off things or just a couple, and because you can customize each and every, I'm trying to get everything else out here. The book these are in is not important, but the stickers are what I want to show you. Okay. So you can customize each and every sticker on the sheet, whereas if you order from like a small shop, while it's great to get custom stickers that way, usually it's a full sheet of the same custom, right? So with Erin Condren customizable stickers, you have, there's 12 in each column, and then there's 5 columns. And each column you can pick a different color. So you can see here I did orange, green, like turquoise, yellow, and purple. And then within that, I was able to change what each said based on what I needed. So I have different things here. You can also get them blank. You can get them with or without an icon. You can add icons and text. There's different ways, any different way you want to use them. So this is kind of for some like YouTube videos. And we've got these gray ones. I had like week numbers because I do keep track of things by the week. This was supposed to be, I'm using this for meal planning. And so I did my whole August monthly plan for my menu. And of course I just got this and we're like the first week into August, so I haven't filled it out yet. We're gonna do this in another video. But this is basically, I'm gonna put each one of my meal planning, either my meals or there's some tasks that have to do with my meal planning. I will go ahead and fill that out. And then since I had more than I needed, I went ahead and just did it for September and October, trying to match the colors as much as I could. It's hard. I wish Erin Condren would put on there like color choosing chart, like what colors coordinate with the months. Like I think that would be a really great like blog post that they could put on their website that would help people a lot. Is they have so many colors to choose from that I think if they said, hey, this specific color will look good with this month of this design, right? So, all right, so let's move on. We talked about the customizable stickers. I love these and I'll probably keep doing them. I don't know if I'll keep doing them for every month. This was just something that I wanted to try. We're gonna see how it works when I set that up. And then I may just write it in and then just do a whole sheet for the rest of the year that matches with just like the tasks involved with menu planning. These are the customizable checklists and shoot, I don't know what they are. I don't remember what they're called, and I cut them. They come like this with the barcode on them, but I cut them down to fit into my pocket. So I got these for the remaining 6 months of the year that match the colors in the like the color blends or basically the colorful tabs, like not the harmony or not the harmony neutral and not the in bloom, but color blends and colorful harmony colorful have these colors here. So starting in August you have this like yellow color, and then in September you have this purpley color, October you have orange, and then November is this blue color, and then December is this green color. And then I just did this teal color because I like that, and I didn't order these in time to use them in July, so I didn't get like a color that matches July, even though this color would probably match. I think July is mostly this darker blue, but since it's color blends and the tab is here, it matches that. But July, if I would have gotten a July sticker, it would have been this darker blue. Anyhow, that's what these are. I don't really know what I'm using them for. I just wanted to get them because I had a discount and they're cheap. I like them. I used this one in one of my books. I think it's this one. You can see here how I've used these customizable stickers. 2 of them will not fit without overlapping if you've also written something. That's what this is. I went ahead and used my slice tool and cut it so that I could fit both. I cut this one to remove the excess so that I could fit both there. I used this checklist here to make like a zone cleaning checklist. just to try it out. And I haven't really used it much yet, but that's what that is. So this is the Ombre Checklist, and this is really hard to see. This is the linen color, and it was kind of disappointing when it came because you can't even see it. I don't think they should offer it in this color if you're not going to be able to see. I'm too close, I'm not gonna really, I don't think, yeah. So you can't even see like the asterisks. Like up here, where am I? Right here, you've got like the asterisks in the checklist to check off, and then as you get to the bottom of the ombre, you can't even see it because the color is so light. So I guess I should have known that when I picked this light color, but I thought, I don't know, that they wouldn't offer something if it wasn't going to even show up when they printed it, but I don't know. I would have thought that when they decided what colors to offer, they would have done some like quality assurances to see and print everyone out and see if it worked, but they didn't. Anyway, that's not a big deal. I'm not going to complain about that either. It's just you live and you learn. All right, so that is everything that I got from my Erin Condren haul. Tell me in the comments, first I really want to know about the boxes. The boxes I'm so curious about. Have you ever gotten a pink box? Is that new? Is this just the first time I've ever gotten a pink box and I'm thinking it's new, or is it actually a new thing? Also, did you get one of these family organizer books? I'm curious. And I want to know how you're going to use it. We'll talk about how I'm going to use it whenever I set it up in one of my upcoming videos. And so anyhow, that is it for me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing, joining the fam, hanging out with us in the comments, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.